Can you hear me now? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me and if everything's all right so I can proceed.
Can you hear me now?
Awesome.
Let me know in the chat.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I'll make a start. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna run through some things that people have been asking me via email, and I'm gonna try and clear it up for you guys, and then we can get into the questions and answers. Yeah. So a question that I get asked a lot is, where do I start? Okay, I want to start making money online. What do I do? Where do I start? Okay, and I know affiliate marketing isn't for everybody. So there's a few alternative methods that you can choose, and they all work. Okay, and people seem to think that a lot of these online methods are a scam. Well, they're not. It's just the fact that people don't put enough effort in. They don't give it enough of a chance. And then they just write it off as being a scam because it doesn't work within like a day. Okay, well, the truth of the matter is that online work, especially in the beginning, it does take quite a bit of effort. Okay, you do need to put some hours in. You do need to get the ball rolling. So here's a couple of things that you might want to consider when you want to start making money online. Okay, so the first one is called CPA. Now, CPA stands for cost per action. Okay, and it's advertising networks. It's a relatively new kind of concept, actually. It's been around for a couple of years, but it's relatively, excuse me, relatively new compared with like list building, affiliate marketing, which has been around for years. Okay, now CPA, these advertising networks will pay you to get your traffic to simply fill in their email address or their phone number or their zip code, and that will be enough to get you paid. Okay, they don't need to actually buy anything, which makes it super easy to convert because they don't need to put any money into it. So here's a network that I use. I'm just going to share my screen now so you guys can see this as well. Okay, here's a network that I use. It's called CPA Build. It's relatively easy to get into compared to some of the other ones. Okay, there's also one called Payfly. This isn't too difficult to get into either. And then there's other ones like Max Bounty and Cash Network. Those are quite difficult to get into because they ask you a lot of questions and they want to see some kind of history, some kind of sales history. But anyway, this is CPA Build. Now, if I just go over to, if I go down here, okay, you got the dashboard here. And if you ever have any issues, if you ever have any problems, you can always ask in the chat box here, and people are really helpful. Now, people also post their earnings reports in here. So this guy today, so far, he's earned $25. But some of these guys are absolutely crushing it. And I'll try to find you an example right now. See this guy here, today he's earned just under $200 using CPA. So this stuff works, all right? It's a great way of earning some money, especially when you're a newbie. And this might be for those of you that are not into list building or affiliate marketing. I personally prefer affiliate marketing and list building, but that's just me, okay? It might not be for everybody. But anyway, how this works is you go over to the left-hand side over here and you click on offers, click on all offers. And here you can see the offers screen. Now, what I tend to do is order it by payout. Okay, so you can see for Norway, they're going to pay you $24 for somebody just to simply submit their mobile phone number for this offer. For Switzerland, again, it's the same offer, free movie flicks. They're going to pay you $24 for somebody to enter their phone number as well. This one here, for Ireland, they're going to pay you $12.48 for somebody to submit their phone number, and the offer is all about a €750 Tesco's voucher. Now, how would you promote this? Okay, well, you go over to here on Get Your Link. Okay, this is going to be your link. So you just simply copy that. Okay, and then you would just bring up a notepad and paste in that link. Okay, and then just put next to it €750 Tesco voucher. Right, so basically what happens with pretty much everything online is you get some traffic and you send it to an offer that converts well, and then that offer will pay you. It's really as simple as that. Okay, and that's how it works with CPA as well. Now for traffic, for CPA, the best kind of traffic is Bing. Now, if you go to bing.com, this is Microsoft's version of Google, I guess. Okay, it's a search network, and they have their own advertising platform here as well. So you go to bing.com, you scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to see a little bit of text down here that says advertise. If you click on that, then you'll go through to Bing's advertising network. Now, why is Bing so good? Okay, well, it's a lot cheaper than Google. Google also has an advertising platform called AdWords, and it's really good, but it's expensive. Now, Bing has the same kind of quality traffic, but it's way cheaper. So after you've clicked on advertise, you go and sign up. Okay, but I'm going to sign in because I've already got an account. It's not difficult to sign up. It's really, really easy, actually. So you just sign up for an account. Now, before you do anything, after you've signed up for your account, you go up to here into billing, accounts and billing, and then you would go and add your credit or your debit card, so you have a way to pay for it. You go and add some funds over here. Okay, now I recommend that you add around $25 or $30 of your own money. After you've done that, okay, you're going to go through to this website here, which is called voucherstore.net. Okay, voucherstore.net. And then along this top header bar here, look for Bing ads. Okay, click on Bing ads. And what you're going to be able to get on this, okay, they're out of stock at the moment, but they're usually only out of stock for a couple of days. But what it is here is you get advertising credit, you get advertising coupons, you can buy them. So here you can buy $100 worth of advertising credit for just $9.99, or you can buy $200 worth of advertising credit for $20 for $19.99. So go and get yourself one of them, and then go back into Bing, and then there's a place on here where you can actually add these coupons. Can't remember exactly where it is. Okay, but it's in here somewhere. You can actually, here we go, promotional offer. Click on there to view, and you can add that coupon. So you'll have $200 worth of advertising credit straight away. Now, after you've used up this $200 advertising credit plus your own $25, once your account hits zero, you can just, you can go to a website called entropay.com. Okay, now what this site does is it gives you a virtual credit card. Okay, so you would add your own credit card or debit card, and you would buy, I don't know, $20 or $30 worth of credit, and then what it will do, I think they charge like $2 or something to do it, but it's okay. And they will give you a brand new credit card number. Now, what that allows you to do is, excuse the dog, is go back to Bing, okay, open a brand new account with a brand new email, and then add your new credit card number from here, okay, and then you can go in and you can go and get another voucher, okay, and you can go and add that inside of your new Bing account, so you have another $200 pretty much free to spend on advertising. And then once that hits zero, then you just go and you rinse and repeat. Okay, let me just go and sort the dog out. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that. My maid's just arrived, so that's why the dog's going mental. So anyway, you can just rinse and repeat with that. And by doing this, this is a little bit of a kind of a hack, a trick that not many people do. But I've only done it a few times myself, and I haven't done it like 10 times or anything like that. So I don't know if they'll actually catch on to you. But in the short term, it's a good way of getting some free advertising credit, which you can use to send to these offers. Now, Peerfly is another good place to get these CPA offers from as well. But remember, with these offers from CPA Build, the high-paying offers are country-specific. So when you go through and you set up your Bing campaign, you have the option to choose your country. Let me just quickly show you how to set this up. And this is by no means a detailed overview of how to set up a Bing campaign. Okay, it does get pretty complicated. You do kind of, excuse me, you do need to know what you're doing really. So look on YouTube for some tutorials. There's a really good guy that I recommend. He's called Chris Groves. So if you want to take a note of that name, Chris Groves. His YouTube account is full of Bing language, obviously English. Now here is where you need to choose the location. So click on let me choose specific locations. For this offer with the Tesco's card, we're going to make it specific to Ireland. So I'm going to click on search. And then we have Ireland country. So we target Ireland. And that's the only country that we're going to be using with this offer. So here's another tip where it says who should see your ads. People in your target locations, keep that one checked, and uncheck this one. People searching or viewing pages about your target locations, because that is going to include people from other countries from outside of Ireland, and that's not what you want. So save and go to the next step. Okay, ad group name, just call it whatever you want. Now here is where you're going to paste in your keywords. So you would want to paste in stuff like Tesco's voucher, free Tesco's voucher, free shopping voucher, free groceries voucher, stuff like that. And just come up with a list of as many keywords as you can. I do have another tip for you here. They do have a research tool inside of Bing. Where is it? It's under tools here, and you go to research keywords. So you can research your keyword there. You can put in your main keyword and it will go and search. So your main keyword would be free Tesco's voucher, and then it will go and search for some relevant keywords that you can also put in there as well. Now, after you've done that, just click on save and go to the next step. Here is where you're going to create your ad. So for the final URL, what I recommend that you do is, we already copied and pasted the URL of the offer. So we're going to go and grab that, and we're going to go through to a site called Bitly, because we need to kind of cloak the link. Otherwise it's not going to look very nice. So you can cloak it in there. Okay, you can copy that, and then you can go and paste that into final URL there. Another thing that you can do on your blog, if you have a plugin called Pretty Link, that will also mask this link for you. And then you put in the title of your ad and the description of your ad. I'm not going to go into too much detail here because there is a little bit of an art to writing ad copy, and I don't have time to go through all of that right now. But basically that's what you do. Click on save, and then you would create a secondary ad and do what's called split testing. Okay, and then you would wait around 3 or 4 days, or probably just 3 days, to test this ad. You find out which keywords are working best for you, and you find out which ad is working best for you. And then you would choose that particular ad, and you would choose those particular keywords. You would eliminate the other ones, and then you would just add more budget and more cost per click. Okay, now that is a real kind of nutshell overview of how Bing works. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than this, but that should, you know, go out and research it if this is something that you're interested in. So that's Bing and CPA. Okay, now another way of making money online is with Amazon. So if you go to Amazon.com, and again, you scroll right down to the bottom, there's going to be some small print down here that says become an affiliate. So if you click on there, you'll be able to join their affiliate program, which is called Amazon Associates. Now, this is really good for people who are not into affiliate marketing and make money online offers and stuff like that. Because this is evergreen, okay, you can basically promote whatever you want, because Amazon has pretty much every product in the world on there. So all you would do is you would sign up for their associates program, okay, and you would fill in the forms and stuff. It does take a little bit of time to do it, but if this is something you're interested in, then just go ahead and do it. Now, you just add in the keyword of the product that you want to promote, or you can browse for products over here. Excuse the noise. Okay, I live in Indonesia, in Jakarta, and it's pretty noisy, like especially in the morning. There's people going past my house selling stuff. You know, like England back in the 1940s, they had the rag and bone men. Okay, well, that is still going on here. Any old iron and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what all that noise is about. Anyway, you go here and you can just select by category. So electronics, and it'll pull up all the best sellers. To promote this, you'd simply just go and get your link. Okay. Now, what I suggest you do here is go to text only, and then grab this whole chunk of link. The only bit that you really need from this link is the first bit. So everything after href equals, and then you got the beginning of the link here, HTTPS. Remove the speech marks and everything before the speech marks, and then follow the link through and find the closing speech marks, which are here. Everything after those closing speech marks, again, you can delete, and this is going to be your link. Now, what do you do with it? You would go to bit.ly, bit.ly.com. You'd paste it in here, okay, and you would shorten that link. So we've got our new link here. This is going to redirect to this long link, but it's going to look a lot better. Now, you can go ahead and you can make a YouTube video, or you can go and grab somebody else's YouTube video for this particular product. Now, let me just paste the link in and just remember what product it was. And also, I'm going to go to YouTube and see if there's anything available. Okay, so it's a Fire TV stick. So I'm going to just paste that into YouTube. Fire TV stick. See what comes up. I'm going to go to filter here, and I'm going to go to Creative Commons. Now, this is going to allow me, because I've clicked on Creative Commons, I am legally allowed to use any of these videos that are here and kind of brand them as my own. Now, what I suggest you do is find one that's pretty short. This one might look good. It's only 2 minutes 48. And, okay, just open it up.
Darren here with we're going to show you the Amazon Fire TV sticks.
Okay, this looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the URL. Okay, we're going to go to a new website, which is called Online Video Converter. Okay, we're going to paste in that link here, and we're going to choose MP4. Okay, we're going to start. We're basically going to download this video to our computer. Okay, once this is finished doing this stuff, it's going to allow us to download this particular video to our computer. Now, do that, rename it, and if you have any kind of video editing software, just crop a couple of seconds off the beginning or a couple of seconds off the end, rename the file, and then upload it to your own YouTube account. And then in the description of the video, that is where you're going to paste this bit.ly link. Okay, and then you're going to optimize your video and try to get it to the top of YouTube for that particular keyword. So when people go searching for the Amazon Fire Stick, they're going to see your video, they're going to see the link, they're going to click on your link, they're going to go through to Amazon, hopefully they're going to buy it. When they do, then you'll get credited with a commission. So that's basically in a nutshell how Amazon Associates works. Obviously, again, there's a lot more to it than that, but this is just another alternative way of making money online. Now, another way of making money online, actually, I'm just going to have a look and see if there's any questions so far. And just take a break from my big rant. So hang on. Let me just put my video back on. Hi, guys. So Andrew Spears, okay, here waiting for the moon cow to arrive. Hi, Andrew. Good morning from Bangkok. Hi, everyone. No sound, how can I hear? Okay, hopefully the sound is going to be on now. Yep, okay, removed the echo. Okay. Hi, team from Kiwi Brian. Hi, bro. Where's your suit and tie? Okay, I wear my suit and tie for my review videos because I try to look as professional as I can. When I'm communicating with you guys, because I'm in Indonesia and it's really hot, I just try and kind of hang loose and be a bit more less formal. What's up, Jono? Grabbing Bing Bang Profits. Okay, thanks, bro. Okay, hey, Jono, sorry I was late. No problem. I don't think you've missed much. And I'm going to put this video up, the recording of it anyway, so you can catch up. Is Thrive Builder fast enough for CPM marketing on Bing? It's not necessarily about Thrive Content Builder. Actually, it's more about the speed of your blog. Okay, if you're using shared hosting, you want to go for the maximum amount of RAM because that's going to make your blog really snappy. But if you have kind of an economy hosting or something, then it's going to slow it down, and that is going to have an impact on your conversions because your website's going to load slowly. But it's not really a Thrive problem, to be honest. It's more of a problem with your blog. Dominus, how's it going? 3:25 a.m. here in Spain. Wow, that's pretty early. Ari, your other country example, how do you write copy in other languages? You just use Google Translate, I guess, but it's best to do it in a language that you are comfortable with. Yes, it is being recorded, Debbie, don't worry. Just open the email. Okay, D. Yeah, it's been recorded anyway, so don't worry. Okay, are you guys still here with me? Because that was the last comment that I got coming through. Just hit a 1 or something in the chat box just to make sure that everything's okay and you can still hear me and you're still with me. Just hit a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 0, just anything. Just type something in the chat box just to let me know that you're here. Okay, thank you guys. All right, I'm going to crack on with my other methods. I've got 1, 2, 3. I got another 4 to go through. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being responsive on this. Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to get into it. Now, if you guys have any questions, then feel free just to drop it into the chat box because I'm going to go through it again in a second after I've plowed through the rest of my methods here. Now, the next method I want to talk to you about is e-commerce. Okay, now this is one of my sites that I was working on back in 2016, 2017. I have had other e-com sites before this one that were really successful, but this was kind of an experiment. Now, as you can probably see, I wasn't using Shopify. Reason being because I don't want to pay their hefty monthly fees. And I didn't have a very big store. I only had like a few products on here. So I used a website a website app called Magento. It's a bit of an old schooler's way of doing things, and it's really complicated. I don't really recommend it for newbies. You do need to have some coding skills, and if you're a newbie and you want to get into e-commerce, then Shopify is definitely the way to go because it's so user-friendly and it's really, really easy to use. But it does cost. It does come at a monthly cost. So bear that in mind. I think they do have a 14-day free trial. But again, like with all of these methods, it's basically you just have a good hot-selling product and you send traffic to it. That's all. Everything online is just all about having a good offer and sending traffic to it, basically. So it's the same with e-com. The only difference is that you have an actual physical product that you need to ship. And that's the reason why I got out of e-com, because even though I was drop shipping, I was just way over my head with orders every single day. And even with virtual assistants and stuff, I just couldn't keep a track of it all. I was getting a ton of complaints and a ton of negativity. So I just got out and got into affiliate marketing, which for me is a ton easier and a ton less kind of hands-on than this. But anyway, this is one of my old ecom stores. One of the best products that I sold on this ecom store was this charcoal mask. Now you've probably seen this. You've probably seen this around. Tons of people have been selling it on Instagram. But yeah, it was a really good hot seller for me. Now, what I did here is I combined this with email marketing as well, because I had a free giveaway. So I had these free samples here. Now, I was doing what's called free plus shipping on this. So I wasn't losing money, even though I was kind of giving it away for free. People were having to pay for the shipping, which was only a couple of dollars. But at the end of the day, it got the foot through the door, and they were willing to part with money, which was the most important thing. So even though it was only a couple of dollars for shipping, it told me that they had money and they were willing to part with money, and they could go ahead and they could buy more stuff from me. So what I did, okay, I went to Instagram and I used Instagram as my traffic method. Now, okay, I'm not logged in on here, but anyway, I did what is called influencer marketing. So I found people on Instagram that were makeup influencers. They had makeup channels. They didn't have massive channels. Okay, they didn't have hundreds of thousands of followers, because those people, although they're good, they cost a lot of money. I was targeting influencers that had a following of kind of 5,000 or 6,000 up to kind of 20,000. So small influencers. And what I did is I paid them like $20 to give me a shout out. And when I mean give me a shout out, they would mention me in a post of theirs, and they would put my link in their post. Now, the link that I gave them went to a squeeze page. Okay, I don't have the squeeze page anymore. I deleted it, but it went to a squeeze page where they would enter their name and their email address, and it would say, get your free sample of this blackhead mask. Okay, so they would enter their name and their email address, and then they would go to the order page of this website after that. So if I just click on add to cart, I'll show you the page that they ended up on. So after they entered their name and their email address, then they got redirected. After they entered their name and email address, they got redirected to the add to cart page, which looks like this. So as you can see, unit price 0, subtotal 0, and then they would go and they would choose their shipping, and the shipping was about $2. Some people ended up bouncing off that page because they didn't want to pay any money at all, but that was fine. But most people actually opted in, well, they all opted in, but most people actually actually paid for the shipping. Now, what I did after that is in my autoresponder, I collected thousands of email names of people who had actually bought this product. This was actually shipped from China, so all I had to do was just send off the orders of these free samples to their addresses, and I had the manufacturer send these samples directly to their home addresses, so I didn't really have to worry about the shipping. But anyway, I managed to get thousands of people onto my autoresponder by doing this, and I just sent them out a promotion, upselling basically to the mask. So I sent them to this page here because they already had the free sample of the mask, and I said, how did you like the mask? Did you like it? Did it work for you? And I put some testimonials in there of people getting some good results, and then I sent them to this page. So they were able to buy this at full cost, which is $14.95. I did have free delivery on this, but it actually only cost me around $3 and free shipping. So I was making around $10 per person who bought this. So thousands of people on the email list, I'd say around 40 or 50% of them actually did buy this. So I made quite a bit of money from doing that. And it was a rinse and repeat kind of system. After I had exhausted the list, I went back to Instagram. I ordered another shout out and just rinsed and repeat. So that's another way of doing it. You can do it with pretty much any product you like. You don't have to choose this blackhead mask, but that's another way of making some money online which you might be interested in. Now, The next one is Fiverr. And there's all sorts of tips and tricks that I can give you for selling on Fiverr, but the one that my son has just done, my son's 16, okay, and he's looking to start his kind of online game. And what he did was he set up a gig for, let's see if I can find it, because he's into skateboarding, right? Here we go, it's here. And this is the gig that he did. Okay, I will do 20 kickflips on my skateboard, and he's already had a few orders with this. Okay, and he only set this up like, I don't know, last week sometime, and he's already started getting some orders in at $5 a pop. So that's a really simple way of making some money. All you need to do is just come up with some kind of skill that you are decent at, and just post a gig on Fiverr. I mean, this is a pretty out of the box kind of gig. But he's already making money with it. Now, other things that you can do is you can, if you go to, let's see, article writing, you can do what's called digital arbitrage with Fiverr. So some of these guys are doing article writing. Now, let's see what this lady's offering for $15. So $15 basic, she's going to give you 500 to 700 words. Now, what you can do here is you can go to a place called iWriter.com, and 500 to 700 words. You can go and find somebody on iWriter to do this writing for you. Now, obviously, it's better if you can do it on your own, because you are going to make more money. But if you're lazy to do it, or you're not very good at writing, then you can always arbitrage it. So what you would do here is just go to order content, give it some kind of title, article writing, and then you can choose the word count here. So this is going to cost you $6, okay, for a premium level writer. So you know that the quality of this is going to be good. So for $6, you can get 500 words. Let's see how much 700 words. Okay, $7.8. Now, this lady's selling it for 15, so you've doubled your money there, even with arbitraging it. So you set up a gig on Fiverr. Okay, once you get an order for 500 to 700 word article, you can go over to iWriter. You can just submit it in iWriter. They'll get back to you with your 500 to 700 word article within around 4 or 5 hours, maximum 12 hours. And then you can go back to Fiverr and you can post it. And then you've just made yourself $7.50, profit. $7.50, obviously you would pay the iWriter, but you've just made yourself some profit, which is pretty good. And a lot of people, I mean, this particular gig is quite high in demand. People always want articles writing, but they don't know about places like iWriter, so they just go to Fiverr and they pay the higher costs. So you can jump on that bandwagon if you want to make some money. Okay, another way of making some money is called product arbitrage. So you bring up Amazon.com, and you would also bring up eBay. Now, what you're looking for here, and this does take a little bit of research, okay, is you're looking for products on Amazon that are more expensive than they are on eBay. So let's just have a look for a smartwatch. Let's have a look on Amazon for a smartwatch. And let's see if there's any differences in prices here. Okay, I need to put this into dollars, and I don't know how to do that. Okay, anyway, basically this is a process of looking for products on Amazon that are more expensive than products on eBay. Okay, then what you would do is you would find the cheaper product that you're looking for the exact same product, okay? But you would find the cheaper version on eBay. Basically, this is how it works. And then you would post it on Amazon. Now, you need to make sure that there is enough of a profit margin for you to make some money, because there are fees involved here. Or you could do it the other way around. You could find a more expensive item on eBay and you could source it from Amazon. because the shipping on Amazon is going to be faster. Now, once you found that product, you would list it on eBay, and then when it sells, you would buy it at the cheaper price from Amazon, and you would just send it directly. You'd have it sent directly to your customer who bought it from you from eBay. That's basically how it works. There's a lot of people making a lot of money doing this as well. Now, the last method that I want to talk to you about is list building with affiliate offers. So to do this, it's quite a bit more complicated, but it is a full-scale business model that you can make a lot of money with. So the first place that you want to go to is Fiverr, and you want to look for Thrive Content Builder. Okay, now this is a premium plugin for your WordPress site. Now these guys on here, they're going to install this plugin for you for just $15, or some people at $5. Really depends, but make sure that you get a seller that has some kind of feedback and decent feedback as well. Now, obviously you need to have a WordPress site to make this work. So I'm just going to go to my WordPress site, and I'm going to show you how you would do this. So you would buy a gig off Fiverr for Thrive Content. You would give that seller your login credentials. And what they're going to do is within 24 hours, they're going to install, here you go, Thrive. They're going to install Thrive onto your website. Once you have Thrive installed, you go to pages and you add a new page. And what we're going to be doing here is building a squeeze page. Now, when you're first starting out, I'm guessing that you don't have your own product, okay? And it's better if you do have your own product, okay? Demo page. It's better if you do have your own product. Now, why do I say that? Well, having your own product is going to be branding yourself, and branding yourself, especially in the list building industry and the affiliate marketing industry, is absolutely essential. Okay, think of it yourself. You know, you wouldn't buy, you probably wouldn't buy a product from somebody who you didn't have some kind of connection with. Excuse the helicopter going over. You wouldn't really buy a product from somebody who you didn't even know what their face looks like, okay? Or you'd never kind of seen them around, or, you know, just some kind of anonymous person. You wouldn't really trust them enough to buy something from them. So branding yourself is so essential. And one of the best ways to brand yourself is at the very beginning, okay, at the squeeze page stage of it, okay? When you're making your squeeze page, if you have your own product, it doesn't need to be a very long product. It could just be like a couple of videos, a quick training course. Then that is going to help you so much, because people are going to come into your squeeze page not knowing who the hell you are, and this is one way of building up a kind of small relationship with them. So to build a squeeze page, you would have your Thrive open. Okay, you go over here to the right, you click on the drop down menu, and you go to choose landing page. Now this is going to come up with a bunch of templates that are kind of ready-made and optimized for you. Now they have sales pages in here, and they also do have video squeeze pages, and they have regular squeeze pages as well. So I'm just going to go with this one here. This is kind of a regular mini squeeze page. So I'm going to load this landing page. Now, if you have your own product, then you need to create a graphic for that product to put onto your squeeze page. I'm not going to get into that right now because it's going to take a bit too long. If you don't have your own product and you want to use somebody else's product, I guess that's okay in the beginning, but please try to make your own kind of product and use that instead, because it's gonna help you so much in the future. So you would put the graphic of your product on here. You come up with a title and a little bit kind of sneak peek about what it's about, a little description, and then you have where people can enter their name and their email address. Now to match this up with your autoresponder, obviously you do need to have an autoresponder as well. I personally recommend GetResponse because it's a lot more newbie friendly than Aweber, in that you don't need to use confirmed opt-in in the beginning. So to use this, you just click on here, and then you would click on connect with a service. Now create a new connection. Okay, API, that's what you want to choose. Go to the next step. And then this is where you would add in your autoresponder. So probably because I already have my autoresponder connected, if you don't have your autoresponder connected, it will say enter your autoresponder API key. So you'd go and get that from your autoresponder and you'd paste it in. Now I'm using get response, and the list that I want to go through, I can choose it from any of the lists that I have inside of my autoresponder. So I'm just going to choose this one, click on save, and it's going to connect it up with my autoresponder. Now I do tend to collect names as well, because I like to personalize my emails. So I collect names and I collect email addresses. Now after sign up, this is a place where you're going to choose it to redirect to a URL. Now this is going to be what's called the thank you page. You're going to need to put that in here. Now you could just put a generic thank you page in there, say it with a picture of yourself or a short video introduction, or if you are using somebody else's product and you don't want to be branding yourself for whatever reason, you could just redirect this straight to a sales page. Now I don't really recommend you doing that. I recommend you actually sending it to a bonus page or some kind of personal branding page first. Again, if you're doing this with ecom, then this page in here would be the page for your samples of the blackhead mask. In my example before, I would paste that in here. Okay, but for list building, then I would paste in the URL to my training, which I promised them on the front of the squeeze page. If you are using somebody else's product, I would recommend you sending this to a thank you page where you have a little introduction video of yourself and then a button underneath that which says to access the training, click here. Now that will then go through to a sales page. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but after that you would click on save. Okay, I'm just going to cancel all of this. I'm not actually going to use this squeeze page. Now, what this is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to build a list. Okay, and the more subscribers you have on there, then the more money you can make. Basically, the average is kind of, if per subscriber per month is around $1. Okay, that's for the average subscriber. So if you have 2,000 subscribers on there, you can expect to be making around $2,000 per month. You have 10,000 subscribers, $10,000 per month. Okay, that's kind of the general rule of thumb. Now, what you're going to be doing is sending out promotional affiliate offers to these people. Don't do it too often because people get pissed off and people unsubscribe and they won't buy stuff from you. So don't hammer them. Treat them as humans, you know, because after all, they are human beings. You don't want to treat them as just an ATM. You don't want to do that. You want to engage with these people. You want to provide value to these people. And then when you do have a good offer that you believe in, that you think is going to be a good offer, then you can send that out and hopefully people are going to buy it. So that's basically how it works. Now, to get traffic to this particular page, I talked about Bing traffic in the beginning. That's probably the most easiest kind of newbie way to get traffic to this squeeze page. That's how to build it up. A lot of people use solo ads. I don't like solo ads. I've never had any good results with solo ads. Yes, I've got a ton of people onto my email list, but have they bought anything from me? Have they engaged with me? No. With Bing ads, the quality is a lot better. The people are fresh. You have the chance to engage with these people and build up a better relationship. So I definitely recommend Bing ads. If you didn't watch that bit, then you'll be able to watch the recorded version of this video when it comes out, because I did go through Bing ads. If not, then you can find some tutorials on Bing ads, how to use Bing ads. But basically, you would use the URL from this squeeze page, which you can find up here. So you just copy this URL, and that's the URL you're going to use in Bing. Now, make sure if you are using Bing traffic that you have a disclaimer down here. You also have your terms and conditions and a privacy policy, because those are requirements by Bing. Okay, back to the Q&A. So any of you guys got any questions so far? Let me just go and have a look. So we've got 50 people watching right now. Okay, let me get back to where we were before. Okay, what tools do you use to make all of your videos, graphics, editor, microphone, etc.? Right. Okay, let me just share my screen again so I can show you what hardware I use. Okay, obviously I have a webcam, which you can see right now. It's a Logitech. Oh, what am I doing? It's a Logitech. Okay, the microphone that I use is this one right here. This is it's an ISK microphone. It's not that expensive. I think it was around about $80 or something. Down here I have what's called an audio interface. Now this helps me to set the volume and the bass and the treble and all that kind of stuff to get the audio sounding all right. Yeah, that's basically all I use. As far as software is concerned, I use OBS. Well, right now I'm just using Hangouts to do this because it's just a basic kind of live video. But when I'm doing my review videos, I use a software called OBS Studio. It's free. Okay, it's an open source software that you can use. It's great. It's better than Screencast-O-Matic in my opinion, because when you just start out using Screencast-O-Matic, they limit you to like 15 minutes per video, whereas with OBS you can make them as long as you like, and it saves it embeds it directly to your hard drive. So those are the softwares that I use. I also use a software called Audacity. It's free, and I use that to clean up my audio because, as you can hear, where I live it's pretty noisy. So I use that to kind of filter out those noises, so it gives a better experience to the user. Okay, editor, I use Adobe Premiere. It's not really for newbies, but you can get some newbie-friendly editors online that are free as well. How much per day for a Bing ad budget? Okay, in the beginning, Daryl, I'd go with $5 to $10 when you're just testing. Once you have your winning keywords and your winning ad copy, you could scale it up to as much as you like. But typically, unless an ad is converting like really, really well, I won't go above $50 a day. I have had some campaigns in the past that were converting really well. They were making like a 200% ROI, and I scaled that up to I think $300 a day. But the thing is with these CPA offers is they don't last that long, probably like 2 or 3 weeks maximum, which is a shame really, because some of them are a real gold mine. And when you find that gold mine, that's when you want to scale up really high. But yeah, they don't last too long, unfortunately. Use WordPress to create websites. Yeah. It's probably the easiest way to do it for sure. Just install WordPress on your website, and you can just create web pages using that, because they have a ton of free plugins and themes and stuff that you can use. So it's pretty newbie friendly. Okay, Daniel, newbie question. What are safe niches to start Bing CPA? Any really. Biz ops, so business opportunities, make money online stuff is pretty good. You really want to have a squeeze page in there. After when you set up your Bing ad in the URL, you want that to go to a squeeze page, which is kind of an example I just showed you before, where you collect email addresses, and then on the redirect, where it says redirect to URL, that's where you put in the CPA offer. So it's going to redirect to that, but at the same time you are building a list. Quite a few people do that, and you can always follow up via email with those people, so you can squeeze a bit more money on the CPA offer. But yeah, any niche really, and there's a ton of niches inside of CPA. I would be careful using stuff like adult niches with Bing traffic, because I don't think they really like that, and you could risk getting your account disabled or something. So be careful doing that. That stuff hurts so bad when you try to peel it off. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does. I did have a few people complaining about that as well, saying that it really, really stings. Anyway, I want to start a simple funnel, no email sequence. To be honest, it's best to get into the email sequences as soon as you can. I know it's a bit of a learning curve, but it's well worth it. Okay, try to learn how to do it. Otherwise, you're kind of leaving money on the table because you won't be able to follow up with email. You won't be able to build that list. But it's up to you. That's just my recommendations. I bought top story sites. No response from support. Can't set social apps. Ban pages. Okay, sorry to hear that. I don't really know that I can do much about that because I'm not the actual vendor. I'm an affiliate, and this product actually launched quite a while ago. So I'm sorry, I can't really help you out. Try to get in touch with the vendor, I guess, and just bombard them with emails until they reply. I'm sure they'll help you out. Do you know of services that provide country targeting besides Facebook and Google? Yeah, Bing. There's some sophisticated ways that you can do it also using click tracking software. I use ClickMagick. There is a feature in there where you can filter out tier 2 and tier 3 traffic, but you can't actually make it country specific, unfortunately. Hello, John. I joined up. Good on you, mate. Yeah, I forgot to mention, and I didn't really want to make this into any kind of sales pitch or any kind of pitch fest, but me and Trevor Carr and Jonas Lindgren do have a coaching membership site which we launched. Well, we haven't actually formally launched it yet, but it went live last month, and it's called Endgame. And we're going to be teaching you everything that we know basically about affiliate marketing. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you want to know how the business model works from kind of start to finish, then there's a link down below in this video description where you can jump on board. I think it's around $17 per month now, but and we're constantly updating it. We're having weekly webinars and question and answers, and we really want to help you guys start crushing it with affiliate marketing. Okay, it's not to do with CPA marketing, it's not to do with Amazon, it's not to do with any of those other methods that I mentioned. It's all to do with list building and affiliate marketing. So if you want to jump in, that's fine, that's good. In fact, most of the coaching programs are costing above $250 per month, whereas we're making it open to the masses, making it affordable. Anyway, there's a link down below if you want to jump on board. It's completely up to you. Okay, sorry, I ran an errand and just came back. No problem. Is the new GPDR regulations going to make it harder for list building? No idea what that is, but I don't think there's any way to stop us, to be honest. And as long as you're doing it ethically, then you won't have a problem. You know, as long as at the bottom line you have this as helping other people out and making it, you know, you're not just scamming people, you're not just trying to take people's money, but you're actually providing value and you're helping people out. I don't see how these GPDR or whatever that is, people can stop you from doing it. Okay, so no, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Andrew, how to get more subscribers on YouTube? I often get ranked on page 1, but without views and subscribers. Wow, you got some good gear. I don't know if I do have some good gear. I use a few softwares. I use a software called TubeRank Machine. That helps me a lot with backlinks. There's a review of it that I did on YouTube. It's called TubeRank Machine. That helps me to get to the top of YouTube. I also use another software called SyndLab, SYNDLAB, SyndLab 2.0. Again, there's a review of that on YouTube that I did of it. That is, again, a backlinking software that helps me to get onto the first page of YouTube. As far as subscribers, just put out good content, help people out, and your subscribers will grow for sure. Just be nice to people and help people out with their problems. Jenny, hey Jono, thanks for the great content. I already got some products through your affiliate link. Okay, thanks Jenny. Cheers. JD Ojisme, how do you create multiple Twitter accounts in SyndLab without them getting shut down? I have a bonus for that. If you are thinking about getting SyndLab, get it through my link, because I do include a bonus about how to add multiple accounts. Basically, you need to change your IP every time you add an account. You need to change your browser. You need to have a fresh browser as well. But yeah, there's definitely a way you can do it. I have around 30 Twitter accounts on my SyndLab account. What camera did you use for Mobley? I just used my mobile phone. It's a Galaxy Note 8. It's got a good camera on it, and I just use that for the sales video. In fact, I use that for all my vlogs as well. I don't actually have a proper DSLR camera. That's what I use for Mobley. How much can you make a day with everything right now? All right, well, to answer that question, I've been serious about affiliate marketing for around a year now, just under a year, I guess. And I can show you some of the stats that I'm making right now if you want to see. Let me just share my screen. Okay, I'm just going to go to, where are we? Going to go to my JVZoo account, and I'm going to pull up my Warrior Plus account. Now, before I show you this, I haven't really been promoting anything since a couple of days ago. So usually my results are a lot better than this. But today, so far, $331. Yesterday, $720. On Warrior Plus, again, like I haven't been promoting for about 3 days now. I'm planning on doing some promotions today. So again, my results are going to be a lot better. But yesterday, 274 on Warrior Plus and 103 today so far on Warrior Plus. You can see some of my results over the past few days. But yeah, those are kind of the daily stats that I'm making, and this is classed as a bad day for me. But yeah, you can expect to make at least a couple of $100 a day for sure. If you do what I teach you to do. Where are we? Back to the questions. Do you do anything with Facebook? Not really. I just use Facebook as a networking tool, really, Don. I don't sell on Facebook. I don't really think it's very ethical, to be honest. There's a lot of people that do it, but I don't. I'm yet to kind of explore with that. I know that people are having a lot of success with Facebook groups and selling in Facebook groups, but I don't do that, Don. No. Okay, where are we? Don, is it possible to use personas when created branding niches and email lists? And how do I validate a niche that's worth creating email sequences and content for? Go with the top niches, Daniel. The top niches are health and fitness, finance and make money online, hobbies, pets. Just go with the top niches. You're definitely going to make some money if you go for those niches for sure. But try to kind of niche it down a little bit within those niches. So for example, if you go into the pet niche, you go into dogs, you go into pit bulls, or you go into pugs or something like that. And is it possible to use personas when creating branded niches? I wouldn't recommend it. You mean like using a pen name or something? You can do. There's some people that do that, but seriously, if it's something that you're afraid of, putting your face out there or putting your name out there, it's something you really need to get over, to be honest. Just do it. Okay. It's a bit scary in the beginning, but you get used to it. And the benefits are kind of unreal. The benefits are amazing. If you take that step and you do that, you're going to see some really good results. Good to see how busy you are. Thanks for the insight. No problems, Andrew. And free emulator, free versions plugin for building landing pages. Yeah, you can use them. I just use Thrive. It works for me. I like your funny videos. How are the Himalayas? Oh, good now. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, my wife, we did have a bit of a scare last year. We thought my wife had cancer because she had some lumps and they were a bit miscellaneous. So we went to the doctor and everything was okay. Turns out they were just kind of cysts, but they've gone now. So she is still getting checked up for it, but basically she's okay. What can you say about the present status of ManyChat? I don't know what that is, mate. Sorry. Endgame is boss, yeah. I asking about if you know spy software products for AliExpress for dropshipping. Not really. I got out of the dropshipping game a couple of years ago, so I don't really know of any spy software. I know of spy software for Facebook ads, but I don't know. Sorry. Hey, Jono. Janice from Vernon here. How do you get your videos to rank at the top of YouTube all the time? Can you share? Yeah, I use software. I use one software called SyndLab. They actually have a 2.0 version out that came out last month. I did a review of it on YouTube. You can search for SyndLab, SYNDLAB, SyndLab 2.0 review. I use that. It helps me to get backlinks from high quality social 2.0 websites. And that, because I have all of these backlinks going to my video, YouTube sees that as being an authority move, and they rank my video higher up. I also use another software called Tube Rank Machine, and again, I have a review video up there on YouTube for that too. That again creates backlinks, and it helps me out with my titles and my descriptions, and that is basically all there is to it. I'm currently sending offers to other affiliate lists and getting sales, but not getting buyer emails. What do you recommend? Getting buyer emails, really what I recommend is making your own product and launching it, just having a mini launch on Warrior Plus or even on the Warrior Forum. Whenever you get a sale, those buyers will be added to your email list, and there you have buyers, and you can build your buyers email list doing that. This is something else that is discussed inside of Endgame as well. But yeah, that's the best way to build a buyers list for sure, is by launching products. Launching products, offering bonuses inside the copy and asking the buyer to forward a copy of their receipt to me, and I'll immediately send them the bonuses. Yeah, you can do that as well. Inside of Warrior Plus and JV Zoo, the place where you apply for your affiliate link, they do have somewhere where you can add your bonus URL. I just usually put my bonus URL inside of there, so I don't have to be on my email like constantly replying to people who bought stuff from me and sending them the bonuses. Sounds like you just answered my question from a previous question. So if you didn't, okay, no problem. Okay. Is that income from YouTube review videos? Not all of it, but mainly. It's not review videos, actually, Andrew. That's just a tip of the iceberg. I have an email list that I use, and I send that email list to a bonus page which has my YouTube video on it, and then those buyers go through and they buy whatever I'm promoting inside that YouTube video. I do get quite a few sales coming through from YouTube alone from my videos, which is kind of the launch jacking side of it. But the majority of it actually comes from my email list. So that's why it's so important to be building up an email list. I mean, if you're doing launch jacking alone, you can probably make $100, $150, $200 per day doing that. But the big money is in the email list for sure. Can you use Bing for free plus shipping e-commerce? Yeah, you can. The example that I gave you was for free plus shipping. How do you build up your YouTube subscriber list so fast? I have a lot of people. I made a lot of free training videos, okay, and people subscribe from that. I send paid traffic to my free training page, and I do also send it to some of my YouTube videos using YouTube ads. And as a result of that, people subscribe, and that's basically how I've been doing that. Okay. Thanks, mate. See you inside the training. Much love from Thailand. Okay, great stuff, Daniel. Thanks for joining us. See you inside the training. What's a good software to spy on Facebook ads? Okay, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was called Adsvisor. Yeah, it was called Adsvisor. Do a search for it on YouTube. Adsvisor. I think it was called Advisor 3.0, so Adsvisor, but that was a tool for spying on Facebook ads. It was a little bit slow. People were saying that the software is a bit slow, but yeah, you can use that to spy on Facebook ads. Why did you leave dropshipping? Okay, basically with dropshipping, okay, I was making a ton of money doing it. The reason I left was because I had to deal with order fulfillment. I had to deal with people complaining about the shipping times, because with dropshipping, most of the stuff that I was doing, I was shipping it from China using AliExpress, and the shipping times were about 2 weeks. So I was getting a ton of emails of people complaining, saying, oh, my order's taking too long, I want a refund. Oh, my order is taking too long, send me a tracking number. And I found myself just online all the time having to reply to these people, and none of it was positive. I didn't get any emails from people saying, "Oh, thanks very much. The product that you sent me is amazing. I had some really good results with it." I didn't really get those kind of emails, so it was kind of dragging me down. There's a lot of negativity, but with affiliate marketing, I get to help people out, and I get a ton of good feedback of people, saying thanks for helping me out, and I get to see people like brand new newbies going from nothing to kind of their first $100 days, and for me, that is really that's really something that puts a smile on my face, which I didn't get from dropshipping. So that's why I left. Okay, price-wise, which is cheaper, post ads with geo-targeting Facebook or Bing? It depends what kind of countries that you're targeting. Generally on Facebook, if you're targeting developing countries and tier 3 traffic, tier 2 traffic, you're going to get some cheap tricks on cheap clicks on Facebook. But it's all proportional. Most of these CPA offers, like the high paying offers, are going to be from tier 1 countries like the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand. Those are going to pay you out a lot of money. Now on CPA build, which I showed you before, some of the countries in there like Denmark, Norway, those are classed as tier 2 countries, I think, in which case you might get some cheap traffic from Facebook. But just be careful with Facebook because they're a lot more strict than Bing. And if they see that you're targeting these CPA offers, they might shut down your account. Just be careful using Facebook traffic with CPA. As far as price is concerned, I still think Bing is going to be cheaper. Where can we find a good list of USA drop shippers? I think AliExpress does have USA people that actually ship from within the USA. You might want to check that out. Hey, John, I need some help with adding my Mobley bonus to my commission gorilla. Do you have a video or written instructions to help me with that? Thank you. Yeah, in my free training, I have a ton of free training about building your bonus page. So in any of my emails, I think I have something about free training. Let me just bring up the URL for my free training, and I can give you it right now. Here you go. If you can read this, let me just share my screen just for a second. Okay, give me a second. All right, if you can read this, I have my advanced training here. And this is the URL you want to type in. So johnoarmstrong.com/free-training-vids. I have something about bonus pages on there. And you can also get my free newbie vids at jono-armstrong.com/introduction-affiliate-marketing. Okay, so there's definitely a vid on there about creating bonus pages, which you can reference. Okay, so check that out. Okay, back to the questions. Do you offer personal coaching one-on-one aside from Endgame? I don't. I just don't have time for it, unfortunately. I used to, but now I just don't have time. I don't have time for it, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I do this live Q&A, so I can help people out with questions that they have. But as far as one-on-one coaching, I just don't have time for it. I've even had to get 2 virtual assistants to help me out with what I'm doing, just to free up some time for me to do some stuff. But I don't have time for one-on-one coaching. I'm sorry. There's a few other people that do. I know that Brendan Mace, he does one-on-one coaching. It's around $2,000, but that's actually cheap. Mike from Maine, he does one-on-one coaching. It's $10,000 a month. But no, I don't do it. Sorry. Are there any offers, products that you would put on your first have list? There's quite a few I could think of. A good one is actually called Campervan Commissions. I know they just did a relaunch of it a couple of days ago, but have a search on YouTube, Campervan Commissions. It's a product by Paul Nichols. He's a really good marketer. He's doing things the right way. We do things really similarly, and that product's really good because it shows you how to build your list. It shows you how to promote products. It shows you the right way to send out emails. It shows you how to do a review video, how to build bonus pages. It's a really good product. I would recommend that one. Hi, Jono. I've been waiting on Mobley. There is just standby saying live in 10 minutes. Here is 4 o'clock in the morning, so I checked. Is there anything on desktop and arrived on end? Unfortunately, I don't know what you're talking about there. I'm sorry. If you're talking about this video and that you got in there late, the recording is going to be up on YouTube. It's going to be the same URL, so you won't have missed it. You just won't be able to ask the live questions. That's the only difference. Okay, do you feel web-based applications have a better value than download and run software? Pretty much the same, to be honest. The only advantage of having web-based applications is that you can access it when you're on the go. You don't need to be at your computer. You can access it from any computer, and it doesn't have to be kind of Mac or Windows specific. So there's no problems there. But I don't see any problem with having a downloadable software that you can run. No, I don't think there's any difference in value, to be honest. Only that you can access it on different computers. You can access it on your phone, probably. That's about it. Thanks, Jonah, for answering my queries. Thanks, Fearon. You are welcome, my friend. Don Lester, thanks for taking the time to get back to me. No problem. All right, I'm going to give it 20 seconds for any of you that have any further questions, any kind of burning questions that you've been saving up. If not, then I'm going to call it a day because I need another coffee. It's just gone 9:15. We've been on this call for an hour. So I'm just going to count down to 20 to 1. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you are typing, just type a 1 in the chat box so I can get back to you. Okay, getting off, dude. Catch up later, fella. Thanks for your time. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on board here and taking your time out on your Sunday afternoon. And Easter Sunday as well. So happy Easter to everybody who is celebrating Easter. Thanks. Thank you. All right. I'll see you guys on the next call. I'll send you out an email when it's going to be. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Take care. Bye.